and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players fight. Welcome to the Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for Houston. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant, and it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Smith. Durant with it. Now defended by Flagg. It's Durant on the wing. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats, arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Here's KD. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside. Stolen by Van Vliet. Smith with a screen on Lively. And the rejection by Lively. The 3 from Davis. Out to Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to KD. Smith sets the pick for Durant. Durant drawing the double team. A putback out to Thompson. Now Van Vliet. Fires the 3. And Kevin Durant good for 3.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot it.
Outside, Davis. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. Again, Durant missing.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it. He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Now, here's Durant. Again, the miss by KD.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Here's KD. Smith on the wing. Back to KD. Here's the 3. Another miss by Houston.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And here's Davis for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Van Vliet. And it's 7 points for KD. Irving passes to Davis. Irving against Van Vliet. Shoots. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And Thompson gets to Durant. Şengün with the screen on Irving. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Flagg misses the 3. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mavericks trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Irving can't get it to go. Durant with a wide open look. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Pass the flag. A 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
They've disrupted the offensive flow, and they are making things miserable for any ball handler.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. D'Angelo Russell out there with Exum, and it's Marshall in at the 3 side.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now here is Holiday. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Shot clock at 5. Eason finds Holiday for the 3. Rebounded by Exum.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Marshall gets the bucket. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Now Tate, after Dante Exum's 3-pointer that didn't go. Russell against Howard. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Russell.
And sensing the situation, Russell with the stop and pop. Nice choice.
Here's a Kobe. He's defended by Exum. Pass to Tate. A 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. This one for 3. P.J. Washington, and that's good. Washington's got the lead up to 2 now for the man. Rockets have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. And Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Here's Russell with the 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Russell's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's a Kobe. He's defended by Exum. Here's Tate. No good again that time. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Marshall sets a screen for Exum. Off target from outside. 1:29 left in the first half of basketball. Holiday, the pass to Eason. Back to Holiday for 3. The Rockets with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point line.
The Mavericks leading. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Exum. Off target with his 3. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Eason. Another miss by Houston. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Screen by Capella. Here's Eason. And the rejection by Gafford. And Marshall kicks to Exum. That's tipped. Here's Holiday. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Dallas as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Rockets trail. So on the floor for Houston. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now Durant, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Durant dishes to Thompson. Takes the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass the flag. Thompson in the corner. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets leading by 4. Durant with a screen on Thompson. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Thompson in the corner. Again, the miss by Thompson. For Dallas, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Pass to Thompson. Dallas, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Durant in the corner. There's the triple. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Back to you.
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Greg, you looking out for Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy. But that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Good on the triple. Irving's got 9.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
And here's KD for 3. Another miss by Houston.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Irving can't get it to go. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. A 2-point game. Fires the 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a wide open look for a flag. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Flag's got the lead up to 5 now for the man. Smith with a screen on Irving. They need this. That doesn't go either for KD. Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Irving sets a screen for Davis. Another 3 for Dallas.
It's always a good sign when the 3 is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
Thompson passes to Durant. There's the triple from Durant.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
The shot by Thompson, no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Kevin Durant.
KD could sit out there all day and nail 3s if the defense lets him.
Irving finds Thompson. In the corner, Lively with it. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Exum is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Marshall, and it's small forward. Now, here's Gafford. Outside, Russell. Pass to Washington. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets pull it in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Shot by Eason, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Mavericks leading by 3. Exum sets a screen for Russell. Pass to Exum. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Russell against Holiday. Out left to the wing to tie it up. The Rockets with another miss. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And here's Marshall from the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. A shot by Tate with no one around. Another miss by Houston. The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0-for-4 so far. It's stolen by Tate. In the corner, it's Eason. To tie it up. Doesn't get that one. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Mavericks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Rockets trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Holiday sets the pick for Tate. Takes the 3. The Rockets grab it. Here's Eason. Holiday outside. Rocket 6. Capella sets a screen for Holiday. Another chance here. The shot is off. Mavericks leading by 3. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now flag. Thompson with the 3.
And finally, someone scores.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
KD looking around. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Thompson. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Nuggets trail by 6. Screen by Şengün. Smith against Davis. Rebounded by Lively.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, here's Şengün. Thompson. Not gonna go. Davis with it. Now, Lively. Irving fires. Off target from outside. So it's the Rockets now. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Now, Smith. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant. That one misses. And so it's Dallas winning this one. It was a fantastic ball. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks.
one-way traffic, Doris. Could this be a trap game?
It sort of has that feeling, BA. A big underdog going against the big-time favorite. But here's why we play the game. Any given night in this league, anything can happen.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's SGA. Outside for Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Dort, the pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Irving against Hartenstein. Thompson passes to Irving. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's SGA. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
And the shot's good by Irving.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Outside for Dort. Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Williams. They get it again. Screen by Holmgren. Lively against Williams. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Well, when you think of the all-time blockbuster deals, Anthony Davis has already been in a couple.
Yes, BA, but it is the most recent trade that is the most notable. When he was traded to Dallas for Luka Doncic. Luka is a generational player. It shocked the NBA world. It will be one of the defining moments of AD's career.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. This one for 3. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Irving. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Dort for 3. The kick out to Williams. From behind the arc. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander to win the drought. No good on the shot. SGA's gone 1 for 4 from the field. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, appreciate the report. Here's flag. Following the 3 by Oklahoma City. Thompson outside. Irving, a screen on Dort. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Williams. No made baskets yet. Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson. Dort for 3. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving finds Davis. Davis a screen. Outside Irving. Pass to Flag. And here is Thompson. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer.
This is what you call a dead-eye 3-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
Right side, SGA. Outside for Dort. Got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So the first quarter ends. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Max Christie, and it's Exum in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Puts up a deep 3. Outside Christie. The 3 from Russell. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, the lefty stroke of D'Angelo Russell on display. This is a guard who can be effective with and without the ball.
Wiggins from long range. Washington grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Russell, and stolen by Williams. Wiggins with it. Gafford picks him up. Williams a screen on Washington. Pass to Caruso. The kick out to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Joe. There's the triple. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You want to talk about a guy with great range? That is Mr. Isaiah Joe.
And how about the Thunder? Doris last season bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built, through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many. They'd like to see Dante Exum do this consistently. Nice to see his jumper coming along.
Outside Joe. Pass to Wiggins. Williams up top. And he's going for the lob. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Williams grabs the board.
Great defense. Can't let guys get open looks inside the arc.
Here's Joe. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Christie with a screen on Wiggins. Fires the 3. The shot no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And here's Caruso outside. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Christie. Again, the miss by Dallas. On the wing, Wallace. He's guarded by Exum. The 3. And Wiggins with the 3. And the Thunder lead by 3.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Russell, the pass to Washington. Back to Russell. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And it's Washington missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Caruso outside. Three-pointer, no good. The Mavericks have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Exum's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Joe on the wing. He's guarded by Exum. Joe, pass to Caruso. Now Wallace. Back to Wiggins. Fires from the wing. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Back to Exum to stop the drought. They grab their own miss. Down low. Stolen by Caruso. Fires for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Washington finds Russell. Back to Washington. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Oklahoma City ahead, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. And
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, B.A., because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out. This guy's game is big time.
And it's Holmgren missing. Mavericks trail by 6. Williams passes to Holmgren. Dort outside. Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. The baseline J is on the way. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back to you.
Winning cures all. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Here's Flag. Yet to see a basket. Launches the 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. Oklahoma City shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Now here's Williams. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Pass to Flag. Launches it. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. SGA knocks down a 3.
That's about trusting your timing and the feel you have as that shot clock is dwindling. SGA, yes, sir.
Here's Davis. And that time also a missed shot.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
The shot by Dort, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Again, the miss by Dallas.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Irving for 3. Dallas, no good that time either. Thunder leading by 21. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. SGA deciding where to go with it. From downtown, Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Irving, a screen on Williams. And here is Irving. Here's Flag. SGA covering. Can they get it? And it's Flag missing.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
They get it again. Holmgren outside. From deep. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Holmgren's got 6 in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Thunder out in front, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. A pair of first overall picks of the front court. Flagg and Davis. Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
Here's Flagg. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, Flagg has a number of moves and shots to choose from in close. Already looking like a seasoned vet down there.
Wallace outside. Pass to Wiggins. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Flagg. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, Flagg's such a fluid player. Even when he's getting roughed up, he stays in rhythm.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Oh, my goodness. Not only a vertical threat, but a big-time finisher. Derek Lively.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. That's one for the highlight reel right there. He didn't hold back anything on that finish.
Outside Joe, pass to Caruso. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Davis misses. The Thunder have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. 4-3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Lively. Outside Davis. Back to Lively. On the wing, Thompson. Inside.
2 minutes.
Lively's shot is off.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Williams with the screen. Wiggins from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Flagg. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Flagg's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort. I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Davis. Nails the baby hook.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight. Got to give him respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight. I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Wallace misses. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. Right side, Irving. Here's Davis. Soft touch off the glass.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Knocked loose. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break.
Oh, showtime. Flag going up to get it.
From deep three-point land. Rebound, Anthony Davis. From deep three-point land. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in the Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
focuses of tonight's game, the strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Smith with a screen on Holmgren. And it's Durant, that time on the assist. From Van Vliet.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
KD with it. Dort covering. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now here's Van Vliet. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on KD. Williams' shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Durant. And count it from 19 feet away. Durant's got 5.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
From the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Smith kicks to Thompson. Smith with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trailing by 3. Over in the corner, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. And it's Durant missing. Williams against Van Vliet. To the paint. Kicks it out to Holmgren. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Here's Durant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Now Smith, after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Set him up properly. Van Vliet will knock that down.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. And he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now here's Van Vliet. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Thunder trailing by 5. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside, KD. Gilgeous-Alexander against Van Vliet. Drills it from outside. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
You got to get out on that. When you don't, Van Vliet will make you pay from downtown.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting hasn't been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Isaiah Joe is out there with Wallace. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Tate. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Thunder on D. 6-point game. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Now, Joe. Wallace inside. Guarded by Holiday. Clock at 4. Driving to the basket.
The burst of Caruso can surprise defenders.
Rockets leading by 6. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tate. 3-pointer. Wiggins with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From past the arc, it's rebounded by Houston and stolen by Wiggins. There's the 3. The rebound by Holiday.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Joe. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Wallace, good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
For Houston, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Holiday, the pass to Eason. Tate with the screen for Eason. Top of the key jumper, no good. Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Up top, Joe. Lets the 3 fly. Tate with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Right wing. Here's Okogie, covered by Joe. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tate. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 5. Wallace kicks to Caruso. Hits it from 3-point range. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the quick trigger from Caruso? Love the assertive approach there.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Wiggins, a screen on Tate. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And so Holiday will bring it up for Houston. Nice D from Williams.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Capella. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Holiday's got his first 2 points.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
To the paint. Back to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Williams passes to Wiggins. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Okogie. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here. All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. And it's Durant in at the 3. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Here's KD after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Back to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. The shot's good. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Dort finds Holmgren. Here's Williams. The good-looking shot from the wing. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Here's KD. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now, here's SGA. He has 6. For the lead.
VanVleet making things tough on him. He wasn't going to give up any easy bucket.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And one of the imperatives, RJ, for the Rockets this season, improving on the offensive end.
Yeah, their scoring struggles hamstrung them in that first-round defeat to Golden State. To compete into June, they're going to need to be able to convert in those pressure moments. Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Kicks it out to Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Holmgren's got the lead up to 1 now for the Thunder. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Holmgren with a screen on VanVleet. Over in the corner, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
KD sets the pick for VanVleet. A 3-ball. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Williams up on top. Pass to SGA. Stolen by Durant. Thompson for the triple. Now Şengün. Şengün with a screen on Williams. Puts up a 3. KD's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That bucket in no time at all. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Thompson outside from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Williams. Holmgren in the corner. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. A shake. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 6-second difference between shot and game plan. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Holmgren kicks to Dort. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Tate with the ball. Here's a Kogi. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Thunder up by 2. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Thunder with the lead. Taking a look at the Thunder. You've got Alex Caruso. Jalen Williams out there with Wiggins. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Wallace in at point guard. Williams kicks to Caruso. Good. A nice assist for Williams. And the Thunder lead by 5.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Wallace, the pass to Joe. Screen by Wiggins. Joe can't get it to go. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Okogie, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Okogie's got his first basket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Wallace against Holiday. Shot clock at 3. No coverage that time. Wiggins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's Eason. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Pass to Joe. A wide open look here for Caruso. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Durant rips down the rebound. Now Van Vliet puts one up from 19. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
SGA fires. Step back too much. Big time shot.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Durant sets a screen for Thompson. A huge two-handed slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet shot at the right time.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Durant, here's Şengün. Buries the deep ball.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Now Williams. Dort to screen on Durant. Dort outside. Misses the 3. Gets trailed by 6. Outside Durant. Now Thompson. KD sets the pick for Thompson. And stolen by Williams. 13 feet away. Can't get it to go.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
This is Van Vliet. Count it.
What separates Van Vliet from others is his competitive toughness. He is not going to shy away from a moment.
Dort outside. It's good.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Spins. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 misses.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Williams fires. And he does not hit. Williams with the steal. Puts up the 3. 3. Good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time.
another edition of In. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. A pair of first overall picks of the front court. Flagg and Davis. Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Houston, they've got Kevin Durant, Steven Adams out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Smith, and it's Thompson in at the point. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
The Rockets on offense. Durant for three. Connects from downtown.
You know, the timing Durant had. Does a nice job, really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime, straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Davis, plenty of space. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
Well, he's a really good shooter, got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Durant. And another basket for Houston.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Şengün, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. There's the three, and there's Thompson on the assist from Irving.
Just another spot on the court where he can hurt you from. Thompson, efficient in the corners.
Picked by Smith. He shoots it. Lively grabs a miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Irving. Can't nail the jumper. Durant way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Durant's got 8.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands.
And that one's good. Flagg. The Rockets lead by 3. Durant with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Durant's shot is off.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. From the corner, the basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. 10 points for Durant.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now here's Irving. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And here's Flagg outside. Buries it from 3.
Oh, the range from Flagg. I mean, this kid is special.
And Clark, one thing this Rockets team is known for is their ferocity on the backboards.
Yeah, they were terrific retrieving their own misses, and they played with a grit and a toughness that I thought belied the team's youth, and that's a good foundation to build on. You've got tough-minded young players that are only going to get better. Keep an eye on this Rockets team.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 4. Şengün with a steal. Smith left side. Here's the 3. Lively grabs a miss. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Shot from the wing. Again, the miss by Dallas.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
And it's Irving missing. Durant for three. And that's not going to go. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Mavericks trail by 6. Russell from deep three-point land. Capella with a rebound.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Screen by Capella. Here's Eason. No good with the triple. The Mavericks have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Washington's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. VanVleet right side, and another miss by Houston. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He's come a long way. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. Pass to Marshall, back to Russell. Stolen by VanVleet. Back comes Houston in transition. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Back to you guys.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report. VanVleet misses. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Exum. Now here's Washington. Three-pointer. Eason pulls it in. VanVleet scanning the floor. Offline with a 3. The Mavericks have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Offensive rebound. Exum outside. No good on the triple.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Eason. From down in the low post, it goes. Eason's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good read that time from Finney-Smith. So reliable at getting it to his teammates.
Washington passes to Russell. Washington outside. The 3-ball sinks the tray. Washington's got 6 points.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Eason. There's the 3. Drains the triple. And the Rockets lead by 8. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just 3-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
For Dallas, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to Washington. Fires the 3. Tipped.
Well, you see the defensive prowess there. I mean, I love when Okogie gets up and sends it back. Not many guys of his size can do that.
Mavericks trail by 8. Russell with the ball. And Capella picks him up defensively. Washington outside. And here's Marshall. 3-pointer. Okogie pulls down the board.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Screen by Eason. 3-pointer, VanVleet finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Just another day doing what he does. VanVleet lines it up and drills it.
Right wing. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Here's Eason. Another three from Houston.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Houston Rockets up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. We'll be right back after this word.
Arena Entertainment.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. And it's Irving in at the one spot. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
The three from Thompson. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Durant for three. The Mavericks pull it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Irving for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Sengun's got 4 rebounds in the game. The three, Durant. The Rockets with another miss.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Flagg. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 11. It's stolen by Lively. They're running. Back to Irving. On the wing, Davis. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, this is the problem with guarding Davis. I mean, he can shoot it, penetrate, and hurt you in the post. Sometimes impossible to guard.
And the shot goes down.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
For Houston, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. For three, Durant. He buries it from 3. Durant's got 17 points.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
Good chance here for Irving. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Adams with a screen on Thompson. And Houston, another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Durant, no good. Mavericks trail by 13. Irving with a deep 3. Another miss by Irving. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie Irving is so admired by his head coach, and Jason Kidd said Kai is a special dude. He wants to be coached to understand the game at the highest level and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Brian, back to you.
Great mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. Russell from outside. That shot is off.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Houston working the ball around. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Counted from distance. Van Vliet's gotten his 2nd bucket.
A versatile 3-point shooter. Van Vliet can hurt you from anywhere behind that arc.
They get the rebound. Washington passes to Marshall. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside, Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith, a screen. Pass to Eason. Lets it go. And another basket for Houston.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Russell to pass to Marshall. From outside the arc. Capella with a rebound. Houston leading by 16. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Eason. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. The putback on the wing, Finney-Smith. That one's good from the corner. And the Rockets lead by 18.
Finney-Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
The 3 from Russell. Drills it from deep. It's stolen by Washington. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Houston up by 15. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When you're running the show, you make sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tari Eason is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And it's Gafford missing. The Rockets lead by 15. Screen by Eason. Here's Okogie. No good on the 3. The Mavericks shooting a low 28% so far in this one. The 3 from Washington. Nails it from 3.
Boy, he's a stretch 4 now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Okogie on the wing. He's guarded by Washington. Outside, Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Eason. Fires in the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside, Finney-Smith. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Mavericks with a rebound. Gafford's got 9 rebounds now. It's Exum on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Finney-Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, poked away.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
The 3 from Washington. Again, the miss by Dallas. Houston leading by 15. Eason fires. Misses the 3. Outside Russell. Fires the 3. Money from 3.
You know, you look at Russell and the green light is always on from there for him. And he shoots it with confidence.
And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Oh, no good. For Houston, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trail by 12. Russell outside. Jacks up a 3. Oh, it doesn't go. Houston shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Eason outside. Takes a 3. Washington with a rebound.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Now Gafford. Washington outside. It's money from deep.
Boy, how about Washington and his production, but playing with a lot of heart, too. Working hard for every hoop.
From downtown. And he nails it.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Three on 3. Oh, Just on the train. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Exum. Eason! The defensive pressure was right there. Mavericks shooting a rough 29% from the field here.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Rockets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
They battle but come up empty. Here's Dallas now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Yes, sir!
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Durant! And yes, sir! Matching three-pointers. Wow!
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. In its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. And it's Lively in at the 5. Now, here's SGA. Holmgren with a screen on Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Nice jump shot. Good.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Here's Flagg. He's guarded by Williams. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good with the triple. Here's Hartenstein. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the 3. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability. But what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts, how to rebound, where the ball is coming off. And then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
Now, Holmgren. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down. It's not about height, it's about heart. That board was all effort.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. Drains the three-pointer.
And this team wants Davis looking to score and putting pressure on the defense.
Shakes him. SGA, no good.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot, guys.
The sky is the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so here is Dallas after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we see some of the competitiveness of Flagg. The response, that 3 right back at you.
Now, here's SGA. 8 points for him. Williams with a clean look. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Davis finds Irving. SGA with the ball. Lively defending. At the top of the key, Thompson. Irving from long range. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
Pass to Williams. Holmgren sends the screen for Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Williams has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Thunder. Irving can't get it to go.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Now Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen on Irving. SGA surveying the defense. Just 3 to shoot. Irving kicks to Davis. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City leading by 8. There's Williams with the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Thompson, a screen on Williams. Here's Flagg. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Oklahoma. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And it's Washington missing. The Thunder leading by 11. You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Jim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Mitchell in the corner, launches it, rebounded by Gafford.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
Over in the corner, Caruso launches a 3. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks trail by 11. To the wing on the left. A 3, Marshall. They get it again to the left wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Washington against Mitchell. Second chance shot. That misses off the backboard. The Thunder leading by 11. And here is Caruso. Wallace outside. Puts it up. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty. And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Caruso, the pass to Chang, gets the three-pointer to fall. Chang's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Exum. Over Wallace. Washington finds Exum. Washington sets the pick for Exum. Back to Washington. Rebound by Williams.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
And, Tim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
And here is Caruso after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. Exum deciding where to go with it. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. From deep Washington. Good D by Mitchell. The Thunder leading by 8. On the wing, Wallace. Mitchell, a screen on Russell. Wallace kicks to Mitchell. From outside the arc. The Thunder with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
On the wing, Mitchell. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Mavericks trail by 8. Russell with a wide open look. Caruso grabs the miss. The Thunder shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Again, Mitchell missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Now, here's Exum. He has 6, and stolen by Jang. And here's the break. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Caruso. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
Mavericks trail by 8.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount. Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Williams a screen. Here's Joe. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. And it's Irving in at the 1. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish. They trust one another. And when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Clock at 2. Irving can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Outside, Dort. Outside, Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Kevin, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And here is Davis after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Flag.
An efficient three-point shooter in college. That clearly hasn't changed for Flagg.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Flagg with it. He's guarded by Williams. Flagg sends a screen for Davis. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Over in the corner, Williams, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Now, here's SGA. 16 points for him. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Out to Thompson. Out left to the wing. Fires for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 15. Tim, there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
Now Irving, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Davis for 3, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lets it go with a three. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 12. Back to Irving. Shoots the three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson for three. That shot off. Some solid defense there from SGA. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City. And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward spot. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And here's Irving following Lou Dort's three. Thompson left side. Pass to Flag. Irving sets a screen for Flag. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Irving finds Lively. The tray. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Dort. The kick out to Williams. Over Thompson. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lively a screen on Dort. Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
SGA from outside.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Williams with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 12. SGA. From distance, Shai puts it through.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Williams outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Holmgren. And down goes the three.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition. Mano, this is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Now, here's Mitchell. Jang with the screen for Mitchell. Wallace outside. Rebounded by Lively.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Thompson from way outside.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Now Davis. Thompson up top. Here's Flag. Raises up. Cleared away by Mitchell.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
But that is the shot he should be looking for. He just got to hope for better luck next time.
Let's lose a three. Trained from outside.
he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Thunder.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Now, here's Mitchell for three, and it misses. Mitchell with the steal. Puts it up from deep. Rebounded by Lively. So it's the Mavericks now. 17-point game. Cooper flag. Cleared away by Caruso. Mitchell fires. Can't connect from long distance. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing.
lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Here are the starters for Houston. Kevin Durant is out there with Thompson. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Smith. And it's Şengün in at the 4. Here's Durant. The Thunder making their last shot from the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Durant finds Şengün. It's stolen by SGA. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. SGA against Thompson. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Back to Durant. Adams a screen. 4-3. Nice shot by Durant.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson, and they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Now here's SGA. And the three-pointer goes. SGA's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Durant. Houston with another miss.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Dort against Şengün. And stolen by Hartenstein. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose. And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Hartenstein with a screen on Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Dort's shot is good.
Boy, Lou Dort really improved as a range shooter with the corner 3. Yes, sir.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Guys, back to you.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Williams' shot is good.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. We love seeing these type of results.
Pass to Durant. Over Dort. Houston with another miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Will it go? Thompson attacking. On the wing, Thompson. Now here's Durant. Dort defending. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Durant's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Pass to Hartenstein. chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
That doesn't go either for Durant. Oklahoma City has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Outside for Dort. Shoots over Thompson. Outside, Williams. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Back comes Houston in transition. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Dort for 3. And so it's Oklahoma City up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Cason Wallace out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Jang in at the power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Well, Fred Van Vliet says, I am coming right back at you with a three-pointer of my own.
Outside Joe. Back to Wallace. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Easton. He's scoreless. Second chance effort. And the jumper is good. So it's Oklahoma City now. Williams, a screen on Easton. Caruso, the pass to Wallace. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Van Vliet. Screen by Easton. The shot. Van Vliet misses. Thunder leading by 9. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's Van Vliet following the 3 by Oklahoma City. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Caruso against Easton. Williams from long range. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Houston with another miss.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Joe from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Well, when you see somebody making pull-up jump shots like Van Vliet does there, you know that the rhythm is there.
For 3. Dang, shot is off. Stolen by Caruso. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3. Caruso's got 9 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Outside Joe. Fires from deep. Easton pulls it in. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 13. Capella finds Easton. Van Vliet with a screen on Caruso. And a Thiessen penetrating. Three-pointer. Van Vliet gets the three to fall. Van Vliet's got 9.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And Houston, another 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From the wing, Williams misses.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And here's Caruso outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Alex Caruso has been leading the charge for Oklahoma. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to the 2nd quarter and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got 3rd quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Man, one guy's been getting it done. Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kicking off the 2nd half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. They've got Kevin Durant, Alperen Sengun out there with Smith. Then it's Thompson, and it's Adams in it to 5. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. Sengun. Yep, that one goes. Sengun's gotten his first basket of the night.
You gotta love how Sengun attacks on the interior.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Brian?
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. 5 on the clock. Dort's shot is good. Dort's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, Luke Dort expanding his skill set, now able to run pick-and-roll action. Go ahead and dictate some offense, Lou.
Sengun, the screen for 3. Durant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
On the wing, Durant. He's got 5. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Spins. Dort, right side. Launches it. Nails it from 3. So Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Sengun. Sengun, a screen on Dort from the high post. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Durant's got 10 points.
KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
Here's SGA. He's got 10. Hartenstein a screen from deep. SGA. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. From deep, Holmgren.
Some very enthusiastic coverage from Sengun, using all of his size and wingspan.
And it's Durant with the finish.
How about about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Smith. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Smith. No points yet. Pass to Şengün, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by SGA.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Van Vliet misses. Thunder leading by 9. Wallace outside. Pass to Jang. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Williams, a screen on Easton. And here's Caruso outside. Williams stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Finney Smith. From outside, off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Joe, the pass to Wallace. Pure from three-point range. Wallace has got 6 points.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And another miss by Houston. Left side, Joe. There's a screen by Jang. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams, and it's Jang in at the power forward position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Now here's Joe. Here's the three. Van Vliet with some nice D.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Pass to Easton. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Wallace. Caruso outside. Knocks down the long J. And the Thunder lead by 15.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Stolen by Caruso. Fades back. It's hauled in by Houston.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Finney Smith. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc.
The putback. Pass to Jang. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Clint Capella. Smith comes in for Finney Smith. Durant, he's checked in for Okogie. And it's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
Here's Eason. Screen by Durant. Shot clock at 6. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
Well, you see the attack mentality right there. Kevin Durant, if he gets room, he will take that shot without thinking about it.
Eason rips down the board. Rockets trail by 13. Outside Durant. Let's loose for 3. The putback. The putback. How about the activity?
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. SGA. The 3 is off. The Rockets have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. That's off. Thunder leading by 11. Here's Dort. Takes a 3. The 3 is in.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Dort against Durant. Now Eason. And stolen by Williams. Lou Dort. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Now Smith. On the wing, Durant. Dort defending. Book it! It goes!
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Hartenstein from deep. Şengün pulls it down. 1:02 left in the fourth.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Thunder.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Now here's Hartenstein. Williams! Oh, off target from downtown. Here's Durant. Smith with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly